everybody. Let me see who's all in here. I saw some of y'all in the Instagram live chat. Mike Beats, you were early today. You were 24 minutes early, so shout out to you. Deja Beats? Deja Beats? Risey, what up? El Guldo Flow. I've never seen some of y'all ever in my life, so thank you. If you're new here, I appreciate you. Low Wave, Fat Wave, Lil Nap, DB the Plug, Black Tape Music. Who else is in here? Wave Parker. Y'all are having a lot of conversation. Wave Parker said you're bullshitting at work. Don't get fired. Who else we got? Let me see. Jelmer Beats. King Swisser. Eighth Life. It's Contact. What up? Schemer Boys, thank you for coming from the IG Live over here. I appreciate you. Who else? Whoa, I forgot that I had an emoji. So Low Wave's going crazy in the chat with that. All right, y'all. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to The Deal. We've got some announcements for you, so let's deal with those things first. So let's talk about mental health. In honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, we'll be shining a light on the topic all week long in efforts to normalize healthcare and break the stigma. Please join the BeatStars community as we dedicate this week to mental health awareness. You can follow along on our socials at BeatStars to stay updated. And please join our open space for the community this Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll be talking to some of the members from the community on mental health. To learn more, please visit beatstars.world/mental-health. Check that out. I hope you guys have been tuning into the other community check-ins that we've been having and conversations. Last week, Abe spoke with some of his friends from Palestine on the climate of Palestine right now. So I hope you guys were able to check that out. That was a really beautiful and insightful conversation. It'll be the same this week with Mental Health Awareness Month. Jumping into the show. Welcome back to The Deal. I'm Tia. I'm the Music Opportunities Manager here at BeatStars. If you're new to The Deal, we are highlighting our BeatStars Publishing roster. BeatStars Publishing is a partnership between BeatStars and Sony Music Publishing, who are the #1 global music publisher in the world. So if you're interested in finding out more information, including how you can sign up for BeatStars Publishing, you can head over to beatstars.com/publishing. Don't forget to follow BeatStars Publishing for some free industry game and to get better acquainted with some of our talented producers on the roster. This week, we're hanging out with Plague. We spoke to Von Lyon last week. If you want to rewatch this interview or check out any other interviews alongside all of our past shows and BeatStars content, including tutorials on our YouTube channel, you can head over to youtube.com/official BeatStars. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe in my best influencer voice. Okay, so I think we're ready to bring Plague into the conversation. So I just need y'all to give everybody, or not everybody, but give Plague a warm welcome in the chat. My guy, hello.
What's up?
Welcome to The Deal. Plague, everybody, Plague.
Hello, everyone. What's up?
So for those in the chat who don't know, it's 5:00 in the morning where you are. So we're grateful to have you up so early in the morning to have this conversation and talk to everybody. I'm very used to talking to people who are like 4, 5, 6, 10 hours ahead into the night, but in the morning. So I wouldn't have even gotten up for this, respectfully.
No, it's good. I'm used to staying up this late anyway, just making beats.
That producer life.
Yeah.
Great. So I guess just intro yourself. Let us know, first of all, where you're based, because I didn't say, and how you started in music.
All right. So my name is Jaden Lee. I'm from Gold Coast, Australia, and I got the name Plague. And I started making beats or just music in general in around like 2018, late 2018, because I was in late high school as well. My two best friends were like in the music rooms at lunchtime and stuff, just like making beats all the time on like Logic and GarageBand. And I guess I felt kind of left out, so I did some research on some like doors and stuff, and found out about FL Studio, and just watched like lots of tutorials and stuff on it, and then like that's basically how it started.
And the rest is history. Your mic is giving us a little bit of like a crack sound, and I don't know what that is.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I'm not too sure what that is.
Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see if it
Yeah.
progresses. If anything, I'll just have you refresh. But so
Okay.
when you started getting into music, who were some of the artists whose music that you may have been emulating, or the sound that you were into when you started creating?
Definitely like Scarlord and Nat Lavelle, I think. And which is wild now because I like have a Scarlord placement and I was like speaking to him this morning, which is pretty wild. But yeah, so when I first started off making beats, my beats were definitely inspired by like that whole like dark heavy sound that Scarlord has, which is like yeah, I don't know, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm definitely familiar with Night Lavelle. If I'm not mistaken, he's from Ottawa, Canada. I'm pretty sure, and his music is
Yeah,
like
Ottawa, yeah.
mad fire.
Yeah.
So I guess we could jump right into that. You're saying you have a track with, well, you have music with Scarlord. So how did those
Yeah.
things come to be? And also maybe just while we're on the topic of sound, can I just get you
Yeah.
to repeat? I don't know why your mic is giving me so much distortion right now.
Oh, okay.
But
I'll
no,
refresh the page real quick.
okay, cool. And then it's just gonna be me and
All good.
y'all.
All good. I'll be back.
Okay. These little moments, it happens, guys. I wish we could do these things in real life. The conversations would be so much more fun if we could sit and talk to each other, like literally right here, but that's not the case. So let me see if this works any better. Okay, let's see.
Is it any better?
In the moment it is. We'll see what
Right.
happens.
Okay, sweet.
So yeah, so how did that connection come to be? How did you end up working with Star-Lord? Let's start there.
So it was actually through my homie Brian Spencer. Like what actually happened was I hit up Brian Spencer for like a paid collab, and I felt bad because the first two times I'd done that I'd kind of like fallen out and I didn't pay for the collab or something, so I thought he was like mad at me or something. And then like the third time I followed through, we made some beats, and I sent the beats back to Brian. And then he was like, "Oh damn, these are actually fire. Like it's rare that I get like beats sent back to me that I actually like." And I was like, "Oh sick." And then we were just talking, and he was like really like vibing my beats. And then I was just speaking to him about like how much I like Scar's work. And he was like, I don't know, Scar Brian's just like he has like a good heart, and like he saw that like this dude was like my idol or whatever. And then like he yeah, just started sending out beats to him over over 7 months, and then that's how I ended up getting on Doom 2, which is pretty cool. And then recently I've just gotten like direct contact with Scar, so I was speaking to him this morning actually, and we have some more stuff on the way, which is pretty cool. But yeah.
Considering you haven't been in the game all that long, and to be
Yeah.
all working with your idols, what kind of
Yeah.
tenacity that takes? Obviously, one, you had a very solid connection,
Yeah.
but what those who are like aiming for the same thing, do you have any advice or commentary, or even maybe just what your process looked like in order to get there to begin with?
I reckon just producers like you need to like I don't know. What I like to do is I like to look around and see who's small producing for bigger people, if you know what I mean. And then like I'll like I don't know, I'll hit them up for like a paid collab or something, and then like we'll start working, and then like hopefully they'll send the beats off to like the artists and stuff. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of our friends and family in the chat go about it the same way, and like starting small,
Yeah,
um, going upwards. So I think it's just pretty dope that you got like, was he your first,
yeah.
or who was your first
He
place?
he's my he Scarlord is my first major placement,
Mhm.
but yeah, I've had like so many other placements before that, but like Scar's probably my most notable one.
Um, its contact says, how do you find smaller producers? So what does the digging process look like for you?
Right. So what you can do is you can go, what I did was if you go on Spotify and you go like onto like the track credits, you'll see who's produced songs and stuff, and then like you'll literally just search up all like the producers and stuff that are on the album. And whatever ones that are like, if you go to the Instagrams and you see them doing deals for paid collabs and stuff, like pay for them collabs. And like oh, one person that I've seen that is like good with doing paid collabs is Cody from Internet Money. I've seen a few of my homies get like big placements with Cody from Internet Money.
Wow.
But yeah, you just like go on the credits for songs and then like you'll just find them on Instagram.
Yeah, I think just using what you have, and this is something we say on here all the time, just using the resources you have, even if you feel like you don't have much. Google
Yeah.
is free. YouTube University, free. And
Yeah.
something like looking at credits on a track, or I mean, genius.com has everything you need to know down to the literal meaning of the lyrics. So
Yeah.
definitely that's a good opportunity as well. And I think in the past we've also talked about, like, obviously this gets a little bit difficult when people are following like thousands of people, but going through who people are following on social media is also a good lead to not only find producers, but
Yeah.
music executives and all kinds of stuff. So I think that's pretty dope. So let's talk about your first
Yeah.
placement. So what was your first placement? Sorry, and what was that moment? What did that feel like for you?
My very first placement or my first major placement?
Your first placement. It doesn't have to be major.
Oh, all right. So my very first placement was with she's actually a really close friend of mine now, but her name's Princess Bree.
She was
And
shouting you out the whole time on Instagram.
yeah, no, that's like my best friend. But yeah, so how that happened was I think I was just about to graduate high school, and I found her through there's a clothing page I follow, and they get a lot of underground artists to model for them. And I saw them post her on her story, and I just like peeped her page, and I saw that she was live on Instagram, and she was asking for beats, and
Wow.
I was like, oh, what? So then she was like, yeah, DM me real quick, and then I DM'd her, then like I just sent her a bunch of beats, and then I got them back, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy, like it's my
Wow.
first ever placement, yeah. But yeah, it was just like being there at the right time type thing, like it was so random,
Yeah,
but
I think
yeah,
a lot of anything is just right place, right time, and knowing the right people.
yeah, exactly, yeah,
And I think that's pretty cool for you also to just like take that chance and be like, oh, I'm gonna just click this page, oh, I'm just gonna click this artist, and here you are. So it's
yeah,
luck of the draw for sure.
yeah.
Let's talk about how you found BeatStars and how you've been able to use it to your advantage as far as your career goes, and then maybe we can talk about why you decided to sign with us. But
Right.
well,
So I found BeatStars through just like when I found like FL Studio, I would always be watching tutorials on like how to use FL Studio, blah blah blah, like how to make basic trap beats, like how to sell beats, and everyone just kept recommending BeatStars because that was like the most popular one. So I thought I would check it out. This is like a year and a half ago now. And I've chucked some beats up on there. I was selling beats on Instagram, but then I started selling some beats on BeatStars. Then like that's when I was starting to get actual sales, and I was like, oh, this is sick. So I stuck to that a little bit, and then I kind of stopped for a while, but then like now I'm back on the BeatStars. But yeah,
yeah, just like transfer. I know you said earlier
yeah,
so just like being able to see that in succession, I guess, pushed you on here. So what
yeah.
wound up driving you to want to sign with BeatStars?
Um, well, just 'cause like I'm not really crazy with all like that publishing, like revenue, all that stuff. Like I don't really know what I'm doing, so I thought like, but I use BeatStars already. Like why not? Have you guys have like take care of my publishing type thing. So yeah,
Yeah, I guess it's an easy transition when you've already trusted your business to like land in a one specific place.
yeah, for sure.
You've fallen off But do you have any maybe like tips and tricks for uploading and getting yourself out there as far as BeatStars goes, or how you
Um,
transfer your YouTube?
yeah, right. I think, uh, sorry, my mind just went blank. Ugly God just asked my phone number, which is pretty wild.
I'm dead. I love that he was telling him to come watch the show. What?
Yeah, I'm like, hey. But yeah, sorry, what was the question again? My mind just went blank.
Do you have any tips and tricks for
Oh, right, yeah.
using
So,
BeatStars?
I think, like promotion, like if I like doing paid promotions on Instagram stuff. I find that's a good way.
Mhm,
And also, just playlisting. I've realized a lot of people do playlisting
mhm,
on BeatStars where like they'll add your beats to their playlists and like they'll have some followers on that playlist. And then like but I'm not sure if other people do this, but I personally do this. Is like I'll check out their beats because they've added my beat to their playlist type thing.
mhm.
But yeah, I think just making like playlisting and then just promotion, which is helps me.
So, okay, so you said paid ads via Facebook, and are you just, or sorry, Instagram, you said. Are you going through Facebook for
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I think I think I've said this on the show before, but for those of you, and not like I'm
Yeah.
not a expert, so I can't really go into strict details. But I heard somebody on Clubhouse discussing paid ads and how to get the most out of Facebook. So, however, Facebook funnels out the ads that you're putting into the system, they said that
Yeah.
everybody initially just goes into Instagram or like wants to run their ads through Instagram. But the thing about it is if you spend the money to funnel it through other channels of Facebook, like and you have videos that accompany the sizing that they're asking for and not solely using Instagram, Facebook
Yeah.
finds more ways to funnel your ads through their channels because 9 times out of 10 they're missing content for other channels. So just something to think about as far as like video
Yeah.
ads or just regular ads on like on the sidebars and promo pages. I'm not a Facebook expert. I hope some of what I'm saying makes sense, guys, but just a thought. Where do we want to go from now? So you mentioned that you're really into like the underground, like the darker stuff. So do you want to
Yeah.
talk about some of the artists that you love listening to today?
So I think like I love listening to like my everyday artists that I listen to, Nat Lavelle, Scarlord, and then like my favorite band is called Knock Loose. Like I make a lot of like trap metal beats as well, I guess. So like a lot of it's very influenced from metal and hip hop.
Hmm.
But yeah, Nat Lavelle, Scarlord, and then Knock Loose. But I think like the whole underground sound, how I got into it, kind of stemmed from like the old like 2017 like days of like members only and like XXX Tentacion and stuff.
Mhm.
Like that's what really got me into the underground. But yeah, I've
Yeah.
kind of just like stuck to that sound and yeah, it's kind of like working.
So before you got into producing, and you're
Yeah.
still pretty young, how did you decide like this is what I want to do? What would you be doing otherwise if not?
Um, I have no clue what I would be doing if I wasn't doing this. So like,
Fair.
yeah, I literally don't know.
Plan A, always plan
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
Um, let's talk about some of the life hacks and tips and tricks. I always ask, what is something you wish you knew when you started, that somebody would know now? And you have a smile on your face, so I assume that's something.
Yeah. One thing I would have to say to would be like tune your 808s and turn up your drums. That's like people always I always hear beats and stuff where their drums are too low and it's just not hitting right.
Mhm,
And most of the time it's because people are too scared to like turn up their drums. Like because they think that they're mixing it badly, but like it's like I don't know. I see us as like the beat makers, I guess. Like if you're gonna get a placement, most of the time the management or something will ask you for stems and they'll mix the track themselves type thing.
mhm.
So yeah, I think just tune your 808s and turn up your drums.
Hashtag tune your 808s, guys.
Yeah.
What about on the business front? Do you have a team or do you work independently outside of BeatStars?
I do, yeah, everything myself, just all independent.
So what does a regular week look like for you as far as creating and managing your business?
Um,
Or maybe
Damn.
let's say a regular one. Let's say a busy one, because I imagine a regular one would be a lot more
Right.
creating.
Yeah, right. So most of the time I'll spend most of the day actually making beats, like 8 to 9 hours just actually cooking up.
Mhm.
And then I'll spend like 1 to 2 hours like uploading beats to BeatStars. I'll go through and like pick my favorite ones from that week and I'll upload them. And one thing I like to do is I send out like weekly packs to all the artists I work with for like possible placements because they're always looking for beats. So I spend an hour doing that, and yeah, that's basically it. Just like cooking up and then actually uploading and then sending stuff out like via emails.
So something you said that's interesting in that is that you send out weekly packs to artists you're working
Yeah,
with. So how do you
yeah.
tailor that? Are you sending out the same batch to each artist? Are you building
Nah,
packs
no, not at all.
separately? How many? Okay, first of all, how many artists are you working with? First
At
off,
the moment, I'm working with like big artists. I'm working with like 6 or 7, but yeah, that's I usually because I make so many beats a week. It's like it's ridiculous. But I'll put
wow,
them all in like different folders and stuff, and then I'll send them out weekly. But yeah,
wow. I think so. How many beats are we talking per pack?
oh, per pack, it's like it's a minimum of 10.
Wow, on a weekly basis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'll miss like a week or something, and then next week I'll just get the last week's pack and put it into the next week's one.
Right.
But
So
yeah,
that's pretty crazy. And I think you're the first person I've ever heard say that. Like, obviously, being a producer or a beat maker, you guys are sending out packs left, right, and center all the time.
yeah,
But on a weekly basis, I think that's a really interesting play
mm,
as far as networking or maintaining a relationship. Now, of those
yeah.
packs, how many times do you find that the artists like latch on to a beat? Is it on a weekly basis? They're like working on something from you?
Um, I'm not. I haven't. I'm not too sure. One person that's like very responsive with me though is Scarlord. Like every time I'll send him an email, he'll be like, "Bro, I can't wait for you to listen to like what I've made with this, blah blah blah, all this stuff." And I just get like mad hypes, and he's like, "Keep sending them." He's one person that does that a lot.
Mm.
Um, I'm not. I don't know if I'm allowed to say,
Okay, don't say.
but yeah, yeah. There's a few other artists that have like the same type of energy,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's sick.
I think that's I've never heard. I like again, like I said, people send out
Yeah,
on a weekly basis. It's not new in this space, but to do it regularly for the same people, I think that's really incredible. So in
yeah.
that, when you send out like your dedication to reaching these specific artists, like what is it that you look for to work with an artist? What are some of the key characteristics?
Um, I think it's mainly just like artists that I would like to hear my beats. Where
Mhm,
it's like right now, I'm like trying my hardest to get Nala on a beat. Like that's like my goal for 2021.
mhm,
But yeah, I've been making like heaps of beats with my boy Cairo. He was just on Night Lavelle's last album,
mhm.
and I'm sending a bunch of beats with him to Scar. Like we're doing like a little like I don't know trade type thing, I guess.
Nice.
But yeah, but yeah.
I wish I could play the track, but I know that Twitch is gonna like block us or mute us out or something. I would love to play
Oh yeah.
it. But for those of you who would like to check out the track that Plague did, it's called Caution. So you could check that out on streaming services if you so.
Hell yeah.
Let's talk about 23.
Yeah.
Tell us about 23 and what that relationship looks like, because you've got hella tracks with him or them,
Yeah.
and also Nick Can't Sleep. Um,
Right.
how are those relationships formed? How do you maintain those?
So 23 was actually like that one I didn't expect. It was pretty random. So I was a fan of one of his uh like friends. Like one of his friends was an artist, and they both lived in Sydney, and his friend's name was Slen. And I've been a fan of his music for a while because he makes like trap metal. And
Mhm.
then one day, 23 randomly messaged me on Instagram, because he heard my song with Gizmo and Bill Saber, and he was like, "Yo, send me some beats." And what's funny is I sent him the very first beat I sent him was like the our track that has 3 million on Spotify.
Mm.
Like that, the first beat I sent him, he recorded on it, and then yeah, that one kind of like went up pretty fast. But and then we just kept pumping out songs together. And he actually flew up from Sydney and lived with me for about like 6 months or a year or something. We lived in the same crib for a year, and yeah, that's basically that. He's flown over to the USA recently, so he's doing his thing now. But with Nick Can't Sleep, I actually it was kind of random how that one happened too. Like we started talking on Insta, and he sent me a song over like email, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna actually check this one out. And then like I checked it out, and it was like, I don't know, it's pretty rare you actually get fire in your email. And I was like, yo, what the heck? Like this is sick. So I don't know, we started making songs together. And all the stuff I make with Nick is actually like, so Nick will record on like a YouTube type beat,
Mhm.
and then I will like he'll send me the dry acapella unmixed and everything, and then I'll just mix the track and make a beat around it and stuff. So all the songs with Nick Can't Sleep, I produce and engineer type thing.
Wow, I think that's really dope. Um,
Mm,
and pretty interesting in how those relationships are formed. It's pretty simple these days. Like
yeah.
reach out to somebody and build that whole lifetime of a relationship. I saw a comment on the side, and I don't necessarily have an answer, and this isn't necessarily a question for you, but Schemer Boy said, someone was telling me about making the mix better for phone speakers. Do you do this? And then Rock 5 responded, it depends on the beat. If you want your 808 to pop out more on laptops and cell phones, use distortion and boost signal between 1K and 3K depending on the 808. I have no idea what any of that means, but I hope it's useful for you. I once heard at a seminar 40, Drake's producer, talk about the way that they mix songs is specifically for they mix it and listen to it off of an iPhone because most people are using
Yeah.
AirPods or an iPhone. So you have to take in what a regular, degular listener is hearing things off of. So sorry, I just wanted to
Yeah.
to that. I
No,
want
you're good.
to talk about the scene in Australia and what's happening there and how and maybe how you think that Australian artists or producers um, can grow or be supported better, whatever you want to share.
Yeah. Um, I'm what's crazy is like I'm not that crazy into the whole Australian scene,
Mm,
but like from what I see is like it's mostly like drill, like Aussie drill.
hmm
And it's like uh I don't know, it's pretty cool. Like I'm not too into it, but there's a few producers out here that I see that are doing things like I saw this producer from Sydney, I forgot his name. He produced on one of Night Lavelle's previous albums. Um
You're really coming
and
about spot. I'm really like praying for you for that one. Sorry.
yeah. I'm really trying to get that one, but yeah. Uh
You
what was
saw
I saying again?
this Australian producer on Night Lavelle's project.
Oh yeah. No, I forgot his name, but there's a few like artists out here that I know of, but I'm not too into it.
Mm, okay.
But but yeah.
Have you found, I think this is something that most people have said, but like for a lot of producers, they're saying that COVID has actually boosted their opportunities just because everybody's working online. Would you say that that's similar for you, or have you had a different experience?
I feel like I didn't really notice anything. Like it probably did happen, but I'm always inside anyway on my phone, so like so yeah. But yeah, it probably did happen. I just didn't notice it.
Heard you. So what are some ways that you are able to find inspiration? I know you have the artists that you listen to, but I think that trap metal is a very distinct sound. And
Yeah, right.
what inspirations do you draw from? How do you make sure that you're staying on top of, I guess, one, being current and two, being authentic?
Well, I think when I make trap metal beats, I don't try to make them as I'm making like a hip hop beat. Like
Mhm.
there's a different approach to it. Whereas because when I was growing up, I would listen to metal more than hip hop,
Okay.
and like I don't know, I listen to metal more than hip hop in general. So I know how metal songs are laid out, I guess. So like to give it that more authentic like metal sound, you just like have to know like how I don't know how metal songs are laid out, etc., and all that stuff. Then um, I don't know. I like to make my trap metal beats more metal than hip hop, if you feel me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
What are some distinct sounds or styles that you think maybe not everybody's beats, but your beats have
yeah.
to?
Distinct sounds would have to be like, um, damn. There's this one little like I'm not sure what it is, but it's like a little like beep sound that's like delayed and reverb. Depends like left and right.
Mm,
Um, it has to have a distorted 808, like obviously. And I like my kicks just to be like so loud, like but my master channel like compresses it so it sounds sweet. But yeah, I love my kicks being loud, the 808s being mad distorted, and then like there's just like little signature sounds that I use all the time.
mhm.
But yeah, that's basically it.
I'm sure we'll be able to hear some of them when we play your beats in a couple minutes. I have another question. I really want to know. I'm actually very curious is how you got
Yeah,
it.
my
How did
name.
you
Damn. It actually it used to be something else. But I'm not gonna say that because people are gonna find my YouTube channel with like really bad beats, but it used to be something like really long, and I don't know. It was like I wasn't vibing anymore, and I guess it wasn't like it didn't feel like me. So I honestly don't even know how I came up with the word plague itself. I just like it kind of just like felt right, I guess. Like it sounded like even the Instagram handle like ProdPlague. It just sounds nice to say, I guess.
branding
But
on
yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you for answering that and all of the questions thus far. I think now would be an amazing time to jump into your tracks, and maybe we can tell a couple stories about them if you have any. So just bear
Yep.
with me while I open this page here. I'm excited. I know you have 12 beats. We might have to pick like 5 or 6 just because.
The a lot of the heavier ones are like at the bottom.
Okay. Well, you could pick whichever ones you want to play. To be honest, it's completely
Oh,
up to
sweet.
your show, King. so,
Yeah.
so
Um,
in the chat, know we rate our tracks out of 5 emojis. Be respectful, guys, of course. Otherwise, you will get kicked out. You know, we don't play that over here. We've got the Tim Boot emotes, which are the preferred rating system. Otherwise, you can use whichever emoji or emote you so choose. Yes. All right, Plague. What you want to start with, King?
all right. Oh, play Ringing with my boy Young Jam. That one
Ring,
goes hard. Yeah, there's one that called Ringing.
ringing. Okay,
Uh,
right
go
here.
up a little bit. Yeah, that one.
Okay, guys, here we go. First track. Do you have any stories to tell with this one? You said it's with your boy.
Um, I there's not really any story behind it. I just like he followed me, and then like I hit him up, and then yeah, he's produced a lot for Zilla Kami. He's produced that last song Zilla Kami and Lil Uzi Vert, Badass, I think it's called. But
Okay.
yeah, he produced that.
All right, let's listen. And this is a completely different vibe than what we're used to on the show. Like I think we've had
Yeah,
under the sun thus far, but not trap metal. So I'm excited.
yeah, sweet.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
Wow. Okay, so the chat was going up the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's fucking go. A bunch of flame emojis.
Hell yeah.
4 yeah emojis. What else we got? Lil Nas said damn. We got mad heat. A bunch of these. We got
Hell yeah.
5 beer glasses from King Swisser. Pressure. Someone said, where
Pressure.
can we send metal guitar samples to? Do you work collaboratively? Like if someone wants to hit you up?
Yeah. It's on my, if you go to my Instagram, in my bio there should be my email. But yeah, you can send guitar loops to that and I'll check them out.
There you go. Eighth Life said he's not lying about his kick hitting hard. Yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat. Like honestly, truthfully, it's been a couple weeks since I've seen the chat move this quickly.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Sick.
What's next?
Oh damn. Oh, go down a little bit. Play Hypnosis 160 BPM with Helsing. Yeah.
Helsing. Plague.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
What just happened? What's going on?
BeatStars.com.
Not me.
Can you hear me?
Just accidentally hitting. Not me. Just accidentally hitting refresh of all buttons.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Back to the beat. Actually, I mean, I guess we can move on to the next one because we were.
Yeah, it kind of just goes like that.
My bad, guys.
Nah, you're good.
It made Tia crash out pretty much. All right. What's your next pick?
Oh, my next one. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and go to there's one at the bottom called, oh no, Silent Hill there with Ben Just Left.
This one? Someone.
Yep.
They said Plague owns BeatStars now. God.
Yeah.
I was enjoying all of it. I was not trying to leave.
Nah, you're good.
I thought they said Tia dipped. All right, y'all. Okay. Back to the beats. You said Silent Hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need you. Nothing else will do.
Plague.
BeatStars.com. beatstars.com. beatstars.com.
The problem is that I want to play the whole track.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I like so fire. Produced by Site. I don't know how to say your name. CYTPK. Can you just type how to actually pronounce your name?
That's Cryptek. That's Cryptek. He's cool.
Okay. Oh, that's your
Yeah.
home. Oh, not them in here gassing you up. Support your friends.
Hell yeah.
Yes, Nick on PC, although I highly suggest everyone listen on their own speakers. Of course, as we stream through the internet, it's not going to hit as hard as it absolutely should. So please take a trip to Plague's BeatStars account later on and actually give these a listen on your own time. But for now,
Yeah.
partying together. All right, what do you want to do next?
How many can we play left?
We can go until 4 o'clock. So we got some room for like probably 3 or 4 more.
Okay. Do you want to play Acquired Taste? That one's pretty weird.
All right, let's do it.
Plague.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Can you hear me?
Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, sweet.
5 10 boot emotes from Jelmer Beats. This beat gets 5 Tias from Lil Wayne. Gamer Boy said the hi-hats are nuts.
Yeah.
Who is this? Give me the thumbs up. I don't know who that is in that emote. Nicholas Anderson said this is my favorite one so far. It was my favorite one too, actually. This was
Hell yeah.
you know a group that you might really like? I'm not
What's
sure.
that?
Put it out there. They're called Hard to Kill. And it's
Yeah.
have you heard of them before? It's Teddy Phantom and G Milla. They're both from Toronto, and I feel like that was a beat that I could hear them on for sure.
Yeah, I actually really love the Toronto sound, but I haven't heard them, but I'll check them out.
Yeah, super fire. I feel like you would mess with them.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so next.
Oh, we'll play another different vibe. Play Chicane. See that one there?
Oh yeah.
Chicane with One Rotten Infaced.
I
Yeah.
honestly love how much your music like it pivots a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
artists that can. I know a lot of it is like really heavy and hard, but there's a lot of different artists that could jump on this.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Plague.
BeatStars.com.
Ray in these streets and it ain't safe no more.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
So versatile.
Yeah, it's just all different vibes.
You're so versatile. This would be a good one to perhaps send to the groups he had mentioned. To me, it has that Toronto sound meets trap metal. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's as heavy as F with 5 tin boots from
Hell yeah.
I guess your friends are also just hearing that beat for the first time. Someone said, I've never heard this. And then quickly,
Ish.
yeah, this is a new one, but fuck.
Yeah.
All right,
Hell yeah.
next pick.
Oh, damn. I want to save like the heaviest one for last.
Okay.
So, probably play. Pain is a different vibe as well. Up there, Pain with Ryder Johnson.
There we go. All right.
It's up near the top. It's another different vibe.
Plague.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
So is there something you don't do? Like, what kind of music do you not make?
Actually, I don't know. No, I have too many vibes.
Too many vibes. Okay, well, let's see. I don't know what that emote is, but there's 5 of them. I guess ribbons, the BeatStars ribbons. Can't see.
Oh hell yeah.
This is a vibe. Love the 808s. They love that 808s hit hard. 5
Oh yeah.
from Jelmer. Fire. We got 5 flame emojis from King Swisser. All right. Next.
Ooh.
I think we could do like 3 more actually. We have the time.
Okay, sweet. Trying to think. Probably play Beamer with Ryder Johnson.
All right. Drill.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Nah.
Bro, holy. Okay.
Damn, Ryder!
Plague.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
Whew, all right, so what we got? Another hard banger.
Yeah.
Oh snap, it's a Tia doing the fire drill dance thingy type beat. Yeah, I mean, any drill beat really has to get that little,
Yeah.
it's important. 5 drums from King Swisser. Bro, someone needs to get on this like Nap from Cryptic. Lil Nap pointed out a lot of your beats are collabs. Like why is
Yeah.
that? There's a lot of power in
It's
collaboration, but
yeah, it's literally, but like I love all these producers' work, but it's also it's a way of like networking and getting placements. Like the best way to get placements is to collab. Like you it's possible to do it by yourself, but if you're collabing with everyone, you're gonna get there a lot faster.
it's true. And I love
Yeah.
power in numbers and collaboration and yeah, networking. That's
Yeah.
um that's like you had mentioned earlier, you know, like going and finding the smaller producers or whatever
Yeah.
to work with them. So I think that's pretty dope. All right, so second last one. What would you
All
like?
right. We'll oh play Rage with Helsing and Reapy. It's near the bottom.
Repeat. Helsing. Plague.
BeatStars.com.
Repeat.
BeatStars.com.
Helsing. Plague.
BeatStars.com.
How can every single beat be this much fire? Respect. 5 verses.
Oh yeah. That was definitely like a little wop vibe.
Yeah, someone said horror film movie soundtrack. There's a lot of these beats would do fire in like a video.
Yeah. If you guys need horror movie loops, hit up Helsing and Reapy. They are like the gods at it. They're crazy.
Yeah, their names are very reminiscent of that energy as well. So
Yeah.
all right, your final beat. You said you wanted to save the hardest one for last.
Shit. Probably play Doom. Yeah, that one there.
All right. Any final words on this beat before we log off?
It's loud.
It's loud? Okay, good to know. Let me just hit this notch just like one. All right.
BeatStars.com. 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 BeatStars.com.
Maybe then.
Yeah, it's very loud.
I see why you saved it for last. That was
Yeah.
so freaking dope. Thank you. Let me see what we got going on in the comments here. Like, people are going up. I don't know what that emote is, but all right. No capping when he said his drums are loud, for real. Yo, that was like 15 songs in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked for sure. That is incredible. Okay, so with that being said, let me just tag your info here.
Oh yeah.
This is where people can find you. But what's up? What's coming next for you? Do you have anything coming up?
So I have a lot more stuff with Scarlord coming,
Fire,
and I have some stuff with Lil Wop coming,
fire.
and there's a lot more that I can't say, but yeah, I have a lot of music on the way.
Either way, amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate you being awake. I hope you go get some rest, go get some sleep. Lil
Yeah.
hopes you get your Night Lavelle placement. You deserve it. You definitely do.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
We'll be watching and waiting, and I'm excited to hear the work that comes from
Yeah.
you.
I think possibly from this stream, I might have a Ugly God placement now, which is pretty wild.
Listen, let us know. Tell them.
Yeah, but
Just off that, guys, we're heading off the stream now, but make sure you head over to Twitter Spaces at BeatStars on Twitter. We're going to be hanging out with Sid our favorite girl, Sid, and Bethany today, and we're going to be talking about how time management can lead to success. Bethany is our project manager, so you definitely don't want to miss that conversation. Thank you, Plague, for joining us.
Of course.
Wishing you all the best. Thank you for everyone in the chat for being so active, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, peace.
Bye.